Yo,
Hello, everybody.
Dank time.
It's
Dank
Dank
time.
time.
According to the countdown on my screen, you're correct.
How's it going, dudes?
Pretty good.
It's going.
It's going, huh?
Yes. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome to the
Welcome
Dancast.
back to
My
another
name is
hot episode.
Oscar. Is that a good segue?
I'm
for you
Dave.
to say your name?
And I'm
Us.
Tiny. See, that was a lot smoother than
Yeah,
Tuesday.
You can't just leave us out to dry like that, Oscar. What the hell, man?
And
Yes.
Oscar almost died in Denver a couple months ago.
Yeah, bring it
Well,
back. Let's bring it
Actually,
back
not even a
up.
couple months ago. About a month ago. He almost died.
Yeah, he almost died.
Or at
I'm
least
just
got his
witnessing
legs
death of my
taken
cousin.
off.
Something. You know, it would have been.
I don't know. If
It
he was in the
would've been quite
hospital and they're like, if we want him to live, we're gonna have to take his legs. I'd be like, I don't think he would want that. Just let him die. He loves
Dave
his
knows me
legs.
too well. Yes.
I could
He
still
loves-
hear
he-
you. Shh. He's
Yeah.
just delirious.
He's just crazy.
He always talks about how his legs are his best feature. We can't take that away from him.
I always said I had the best stems in the family.
He shaves his legs like we just can't. We can't take that
Now
away.
you're just. Hey, it's only episode 7. We got to give that to at least like 20 before we start getting intimate.
Before we start talking about shaving legs.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
Mellow
Mellow.
with those emotes.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, Mellow's
I
on
see
it.
butt crack in those emotes. Is that accurate?
I think that's 2 fingers.
See that nice thin line at the very top of the fingers? No.
Looks like 2 fingers.
I feel like that was designed off of me. Whoppa.
Those do look like your legs.
No, you don't have that nice of legs.
Well, they're too
Ooh.
dark. That's the thing too. I'm
Also,
a white
that he is a white kid.
kid. I'm a white kid.
Well, welcome to the podcast, Mellow. Glad to see you in the chat.
Hello.
Like always, Mellow.
Hello, Mello.
So, guys,
Oy,
how was
crazy
your
week.
past couple of days?
It's been yes, it's been good. Looks like it wants to finally snow here, so
Same
let's see
here.
how it happens here. But
It's cloudy.
you know,
I'm seeing
it's
those like
still pretty
snow
warm.
clouds. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Like thin overcast with weird looking clouds. That's what I like to call
Yeah,
snow
like-
clouds.
Snow clouds. See? Yeah, we went to college. Whoppa. But anyway, it's been a crazy week.
Why has
I
it been
think-
crazy?
I think with our stories from earlier this week about the whole lawsuits and legal battles,
Hmm.
and I was like, I'm gonna bring 2 stories that aren't gonna freaking mess us up. So
But before
Actually-
that, Oscar, read the promo for Rogue Energy.
Yeah.
oh yes. And Rogue Energy, major shout out. You guys can follow them at the Rogue Energy on Twitter or check out their freaking website at therogueenergy.com for some awesome stuff. But Rogue Energy is the world's first premium cognitive beverage for gamers. Rogue Energy strives to offer the ultimate energy and focus drink for those pursuing excellence, like the Dankcast.
Very excellent.
Enjoy the best cognitive performance. Yes, it's the best
That's us.
performance market on the date. I just messed that up, but it's okay.
You did.
Use
Too date.
Dankcast. Use Dankcast. It'll get better, I promise. We're only at 7. Use Dankcast
I've
for
been
discount
saying
on your
it
order.
well until right now.
I think I've only done it once.
Don't
In
act
all
like
7
we've all said it
episodes.
wrong. We've all done it right except for
No,
you.
you guys are way better. You guys are way better at pitching here.
It's not even pitching. I wrote it down for you. Fucking scripted.
I don't think I could read is the problem.
The thing
You know where
is,
I come from.
Rogue Energy is awesome. You want great freaking energy while you're freaking playing games? Use Dankcast to get a discount.
On that stuff.
Yes. Best energy
that cool
drink on the
stuff.
market today, kids.
Cognitive. You know what that means?
Simply the
cotton.
Helps with your
best.
brain. Okay. Wrong
With your
fucking
brain.
ad. Alright, Oscar,
Oh
so
my
let's start it
God,
off.
that's something. Yes,
What
let's get
do
back
you
on track.
have for in the news today?
News me
Of
up, baby.
course. Yes, I got 2 good stories for you guys today. First one is artificial intelligence. Are they going to be the next top video game designers?
Ooh.
Which sounds pretty crazy. So 30-year-old Michael
have
Cook, a
hitboxes?
research fellow. I watch. They probably make us do microtransactions. But yeah, 30-year-old Michael Cook, a research fellow at the University of Falmouth, has built an AI capable of imagining new video games from scratch. The AI is named Angelina, which is an acronym for a novel game evolving lab rat I've named Angelina. I mean, I give him props on that one. But he even says the joke gets old, so I can see that. But my first time hearing it, so I'm like, good on you.
Joke.
So Angelina was created in 2011, and so far Angelina has created hundreds of game experiments, having some of her work featured in a New York Gallery exhibit, which is pretty awesome.
That's cool.
So yeah, game making algorithms are about as old as the dawn of video games. They've been using them since Pong, practically.
Yeah.
The present, they're focused on creating new designs that we've yet to realize or for what we could create into our video games today. Some notable games today that use an algorithm was the 1980s text-based game Rogue, an intergalactic trading game named Elite, and of course, we know this, the quests, the enemies, and places in Skyrim are all generated on an algorithm.
Oh,
In
wow.
2016's No Man's Sky AI created the whole world with the lifelike creatures the developers didn't even think was even possible. So that's cool to think about. So No Man's Sky could think an AI for that one. Yeah, so researchers from the University of Purdue claim that in the future, artists would just need to create a horizon for the game and let the artificial intelligence do the rest.
Uh-huh.
But, so what are you guys' thoughts on this? Do you think, should we let robots make our video games, or do you think having an actual human mind with creativity, like actual human creativity, be
See,
able
that's
to
the
create
scary
games?
thing. Like, I don't know. How do we? I don't know shit about algorithms, but I feel like at one point they would probably just start getting repetitive.
Right? See, like that could just be
repetitive as like artificial intelligence. Is that what you're talking about?
Like the games getting made by them would start getting repetitive. And I don't know.
Yeah, that's
See, I don't know
that's
shit
how I
about this.
feel.
It sounds scary.
Yeah.
Because artificial intelligence still has to be programmed. So if you think
Yes.
Right.
if you need things to change, you need to change the programming.
Exactly.
You would still need the
that
help
could be-
of humans. So
Exactly.
technically, they could work side by side. But as far as like one taking over the gaming, like a gaming revolution, then I don't see that happening.
Right, and see, like, and they believe
Unless
that so far right now
RoboCop created fucking Sun, and he was just like amazing at games. And sure, maybe.
then yes. So they're saying that the AI is helping right now. It kind of reduces the costs of hiring people to
nice.
create the video game. So that actually
that's not nice.
pretty lucrative. Well, no, it's pretty
I don't
lucrative
know.
towards the instead of of course it is bad for people whose job it is to create video games like that, actually build them, the developers and stuff.
Yeah.
But, there's just some video game companies who can use an AI now to develop the game just by what the humans are programming into it. So right now I think they're just testing the idea of having AIs create the game from scratch on its own. So far, it's more of like they were saying, like, they kind of base them off, like, the AIs have been basing video games off of like real world stuff. So like there's been game like algorithms for games about North Korea, or games about Donald Trump and his tweeting, like
that's kind of
it's taking
out there.
Yeah, see, it's taking, I think, too much of the general information that's out there, because it's trying to create a game that we wouldn't expect, by using like current event news that's using breaking news and all that stuff. So I'm thinking it might just may need a little tweaking, because I don't know if I want a video game about Donald Trump's tweets, because
you said Donald Dump.
Donald Dump.
I don't know if that was just subconscious or not, but yes, that'd be a scary game.
We're not a political podcast, so don't worry, we're not going to get all into that. It's just, I think that was by accident. Right?
It was, yes. I did,
Oscar, you gotta piss everybody off.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm like tripping over words here, I guess, today.
Yeah, you got
it's a nice chill day. I guess
you
so.
script your own shit when you're talking, so you're fucking up that too.
Yeah, it's all scripted, except it says Trump and I said dump. I don't know where my mind is right now. But yes, so I mean that was a good first story, I believe.
Dilly dilly.
dilly dilly. So
Dilly
all in
dilly.
all, I don't know if AI is going to be able to, at the
Allen
time,
Iverson.
create a game that we to create a game that we would actually play or a game that would actually hit as games are today. But maybe in the future we can see what AI can create.
See what type of independent game they can create. I
If
mean,
there
if
is
it's just
microtransactions
about
in those games, that'd be shit.
right, that's all. The profit all goes towards making the AIs good, creating better video games.
to the fund the AI.
We're putting all the money back into the AI.
You want better games? It's all time for the AI.
Okay, now
AI
that
revolution.
sounds lucrative. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, so in my next story, which I think you guys would be very interested in, but at the same time it might piss us off. But collegiate esports, which kind of sucks because we're not in that age group where they're kind of aiming that towards now. Because
that's why it's gonna piss me off.
Yeah, so the varsity esports are now a thing of the present. As video game sales surpass music sales, colleges are now diving into the idea of video game teams. So the scene is growing at an exponential rate that even the NCAA is considering joining the bandwagon.
No, they're already part of that. Because remember at DreamHack, when we went to one of the big main stages?
Oh, yeah.
It was ASU, which is Arizona State University, versus another college, I don't remember, and they were playing Overwatch.
Yeah, that's so true.
An actual thing. Yeah, so NCAA's already in it.
Probably dipping their toes in that already.
Yeah.
So as of right now, 50 U.S. colleges have established varsity video game teams in the past 3 years, offering partial scholarships and programs that utilize actual coaches and actual video game analysts, which I think is awesome. So it's not one of those makeshift teams like when somebody makes a bowling team at your high school and it's like their dad's team or something. This is actually legit. So, so Executive Director Michael Brooks of the National Association of Collegiate Esports says they talk to at least 3 to 4 schools a day about joining their programs at the school's request, which is something
what games that they're doing? Like League of Legends
right now,
and Smite or something?
League of Legends and Overwatch is so far the two right now that are aiming towards being actual collegiate esports.
Yeah.
I think it's just more of the more students or the more college video game athletes they get, I think they might branch out more.
It's more about how much money they get off of this. Then everything is going to start to fall in place.
Right, but tournaments, as we know, can bring notoriety and funds to the school, with the prize pools offering upwards of $20 million. And it also boosts the enrollment numbers to schools. So smaller schools are offering these partial scholarships to try and boost enrollment numbers, which is actually working. In some schools, there's some, it's like a half-half thing, like some schools do it doesn't work, some schools do. But, I think it's just based on maybe the demographic that is in that area,
Right.
Right. So I was reading this, and there was I was telling you guys about a quote that made me freaking laugh. And I don't know if it's just me, because, I'm a child sometimes. But it says, young men now spend an average of 3.4 hours a week on their joystick compared to just the 2 a decade ago. And I was like, hey-oh, that sounds dirty. I had to reread that again, and I was like, yep, it says that. I was like, poor CBS News. They'll learn. So that's the...
CBS. You don't know nothing about these joysticks.
Yes. Hey. Don't talk about another man's joystick, CBS. And so the only problem right now, economists are concerned that the video game industry ties into the decline in working hours of young men 21 to 30 by trimming work hours 12% since 2000, claiming video games are appealing to young men struggling to find a lucrative job. Which I'm like, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
It's me.
Yeah, like they're just like, oh, you're spending too much video games. It's saying that this industry is appealing to us more than instead of us finding actual, practical jobs.
Right.
Yeah.
Cutting our work hours, and I'm like, well, I don't know. Times are changing, and
my goodness.
So I was like, I don't think that has anything to do with it. So the economists can shut up about it, because I think video games, it's gonna...
you all made getting a job easier, then, maybe we wouldn't be playing so much games because we'd be working.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If we weren't freaking poor at home,
Get off our backs. If you want us to work, then help us find jobs instead
yeah,
of
economists,
throwing all that
fix
shit
the
on the internet,
economy.
and then I never get a call back. And then you're gonna destroy my internet by destroying net neutrality. So fuck you, buddy.
Damn, I know, right? They're targeting the whole
And it
video game
just
era.
pisses me off.
Really gets
think
under my
that's-
skin.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking
Found
just
what pisses
grinds
off
my
everybody.
gears.
It really gets me going.
Yes. So, and I don't know, I believe that this college esports stuff is going to help colleges out. It's going to give an incentive more to kids who think that college is kind of like a waste, you know? I'm sure there's people out there who would like to play or video games professionally one day, and now they could go to college and,
Possibly
study
get to
for
that
something.
level. Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly. See, there might even be a time where, in the future where they're going to have to start doing drafts out of college. And now,
Oh my
freaking
gosh.
just random
Jesus.
pro players, random pro
Fantasy
players
Halo
is gonna be hard
drafting.
to get in. We started one. We started a fantasy Halo, and it
Yeah,
worked for.
We could do it
season.
again once all the tournaments start up for WC.
With
Heck
the
yeah.
first pick in the 2017 esports draft, Evil Geniuses picks Tiny Halo
Tiny
player,
Monster.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Could
Everyone's
you
like,
imagine, dude?
"Ah!"
Dude, that'd be the day. Except, the
Optic Gaming
2017 is
selects-
nigh.
Oof. It's gonna be
Optic
crazy.
Gaming selects. Wait, how do you say that name? Wait, what the
What the fuck is that?
fuck is that? Are you kidding? What do you mean?
Poopy pants.
So now I
Overwatch
should.
player.
Right?
Yeah, they just say your gamer tag and you have like the most ridiculous name of all time. Like Albies.
Oh my
In the
god.
2018 esports draft, LG
Evil
selects plastic ball sack, Halo, and Call of Duty
Call of
player.
Call of Duty.
He said
Everyone's
duty.
like, he said,
Oh,
dude,
man.
he said plastic ball sack. It
Wouldn't that be the day?
would be a day.
Just could you imagine though, having the same gamer
Mhm.
tags that are just that dumb? Like me and Dave were playing against this guy earlier, and his name was Morningwood.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Classic.
Esports draft selects Morningwood, CS:GO player. What?
They're all cheering like, "We got Morningwood! We got Morningwood!"
Morningwood, Morningwood. Chants, just
I
chanting.
can see it all. Yep.
Are we getting ahead of
Chants for
ourselves?
College, yeah.
We-
College esports. It's getting there.
I think
So,
I think
we'll see.
I think it could do good. I mean, it's going a little far saying like drafting and stuff. I don't think that can happen.
It's a thing.
Right.
But as far as like collegiate esports happening and then helping out the esports scene in general, I think that could be a really good thing.
Right,
Kind
I
of sad
think-
that it's happening after quote unquote our prime. You know what I mean? Because we're way too old
Right,
for esports now.
Or to get a scholarship.
college, at least.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because I don't really know like the rules and like how old you would have to be if you have to be within the age limit of like high school, and then
Right.
at least
I don't
four
know.
You're a
years
high school
after
senior or
that.
something.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool being able to get
For
like a
college,
partial
yeah.
scholarship for your tuition because tuition is expensive, so that helps out a lot.
It is. Right, and the fact that you get to be on board with actual video game coaches and video game analysts, just get immersed into that whole scene.
Hmm.
Because the scene is growing,
Yeah.
and it's on TV now. And
Mhm.
as we were
Yeah.
saying, we saw some college players or some college teams playing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
crazy.
pretty cool. A lot of young kids. Well, esports has a lot of young kids in general anyway.
That's true. A lot of these kids kind of stay inside most these days now.
Yeah, but yeah, that was a very interesting story. Hopefully this works out.
Right, so artificial intelligent video game designers and college esports. Two
Well, that's
things
what's
to think
going on.
about for the future. Yeah, so I think today was more of like a future in esports, like
Mhm.
what's going on, looking forward.
Mhm.
Speaking of news, I think you said you had some more news that you'd like to lay down.
I do. this is part of yesterday's news, but it is part of the world news brought to you by NBC. There were two Americans in Thailand that were fined for a butt selfie at one of the Thailand temples. So, according to the article by a man named Reuters, hopefully I didn't mispronounce that, the Thai authorities have fined two American tourists for public indecency for posing for a butt selfie in front of a famous Buddhist temple.
Yikes.
Two, I'm not going to say their names, but they did identify them, were arrested on Tuesday at an airport in the capital of Bangkok. They were fined $5,000 of the Thailand currency, which is $154 American, for burying their buttocks for a picture taken last week at Bangkok's Wat Arun, or Temple of the Dawn.
Jesus.
Fucking gotta love us, right?
According to the police chief, the two American citizens have admitted taking the picture. So, kind of getting off pretty easy there, I guess. I mean, I know in other countries that'd be a big frickin' issue.
That would be.
Yeah.
If this was like China or something, you'd be freaking in prison already.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to bring up anything political, but remember that guy that got beaten practically to death, and he did die in North Korea for destroying things in North Korea. He was an American. They locked him up for a while, and then they were trying to get him back, and they finally released him, and then he died due to his injuries because they beat the crap out of him.
Straight up.
So it's like, you gotta be careful where you do this shit. I mean, you shouldn't be disrespecting anybody's other culture. That's just wrong, dude.
I know.
Exactly. That's the first thing I was
possessed
thinking.
you?
Respect.
Yeah, I mean, you're at like one of their... I'm not a religious guy at all, but I mean, you still gotta respect people's shit, you know what I mean? It's not right.
I mean, I'm looking at this picture of this temple. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, the architecture for some of these temples is like amazing, and then you're gonna go and do some shit like that. I mean, you're lucky you just got off by with a fine.
Straight up. Because I was reading something on that when you told me, and I guess they're a freaking Instagram.
Right here,
Instagram profile.
The two men had an Instagram account called traveling_butts, which showcased similar selfies taken at tourist sites around the world. The account had more than 14,000 followers, but by Wednesday it had been deleted. So there's no more traveling butts on Instagram.
No!
Sorry. Yep, sorry guys. It just comes to like, there's a time and place for everything, and you know.
Why butts though? Why can't it be like I don't know.
Traveling thighs.
No, we should do
traveling kneecaps.
We should do a traveling Spartan, and we'll get a Master Chief costume, and we'll just travel around the world dressed like Master Chief.
Dude, I think we could get like a bunch of followers doing that. All right, new segment. We're fucking stopping the podcast forever. We're gonna go pitching all of the money that we have and buying a really awesome costume, and we're just traveling the world, making an Instagram and taking pictures.
Yes, just no butt selfies though, so don't get too excited.
At least bare ass. I'm sure it was bare ass selfies.
I'm sure,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, because if they're getting so mad about that, there has to be bare ass selfies, right? I mean,
Well,
there's no way of knowing now because it's deleted, but
right, and you know, some countries that being naked is just like a law. You know, it's against the law.
You can't be naked.
Sure, like
you just
indecency.
You can't be naked
because you can't. Like, there's just some places that are like that. They're more reserved, you know. So. It just comes to like, you gotta know when to drop them.
Yep.
Can't just drop them anywhere.
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah. So.
Nope.
Now they're in the running for sad asses of the week too. Now.
Yep.
That's
we'll be voting on that by the end of the podcast/stream. I'll put that up in a little while.
Yeah.
So that everybody can vote on that. But yeah, running for. Was it sad ass of the week? Who also was running for sad ass of the week? Who did you? Epic Games is also in that. So
for fucking up their lawsuit.
Be on the lookout for that shit. So that was two Americans being fined in Thailand for their butt selfie at a Buddhist temple.
Selfies. So.
Man, you fucking up.
$154 fined butt selfie.
Was it worth it? Was it worth it, people?
I mean, obviously not. I mean, their Instagram account was taken down. They were fined and sent home. And now they're part of the sad ass of the week, so congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. I mean, and they had like 14,000 followers, you said? Like,
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's not
14,000, yeah.
I mean, to me, that doesn't sound like they're like generating profit from it. So it's like, was it worth it? Wasn't.
I don't
A
think
butt
so.
selfie really,
Do not
really.
think it was worth it. Not.
I'm sure
the
your mom is
slightest.
disappointed in you kids.
I would be. I'd be like, really, dude?
Mm-hmm. I'd be like, now we can't go to Thailand. Thanks.
Right?
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm all for public duty, but come on.
I was never gonna go, but I'd like to have the option.
Yeah. Looks like I'll
Oh,
never
man.
get to go to Thailand.
Even though I didn't want to go.
Right? Now they hate Americans because they think we're disgracing
Yep.
and violating
Oh yeah.
cultures around the world. So thank you very much.
They're gonna start teaching their kids in school. Be like, Americans like to drop their pants in front of respectable places and take pictures.
All the kids are gonna be like, "Oh,
Oh, so when they see Americans, they're gonna be like,
Wow.
"No, don't you dare drop your pants." You're like, "What? Damn."
damn! I don't believe in that shit. Damn, son, that wasn't me. I swear.
Mm-mm. Got the wrong guy.
I don't believe in pants.
I don't believe in pants.
Oh,
Man,
I don't
news
believe-
today, right?
I was just gonna say the news today.
Mm-hmm.
Just how about that shit?
It goes
the
there.
shit, the
It
shit that goes on.
definitely goes there. Well, I guess we should move on to the next topic that I have, which is called What the Fuck News.
What the fuck?
Basically, I'm typing
the
what the
fuck?
fuck news into Reddit. I'm actually on that Reddit page right now, and I'm looking at all this crazy shit
Oh, lay it on me.
that has been upvoted. Okay, so I'm just going to read them off and see which one we want to talk about. So the first one on the very top is man charged with mutilating girlfriend. Claims she's a doll made of human flesh. This comes from the
No.
Miami Herald.
Florida's always crazy.
Florida, coming back to Florida. Florida's running for the sad ass of the week too now.
Dude, have you ever? There's a subreddit. While we're on the subject of Reddit's real quick, there's a
Okay.
subreddit called Florida Man, and
Okay.
it's just a bunch of crazy news stories that come out of Florida. It's like Florida Man
God.
attacked skater for eating his potato or some shit like that. Fuck. There's always like shit going on in Florida, and I don't know what's up with that.
Sorry, Florida. Sorry, Floridians.
Mhm.
Sorry, Florida.
No hate, but y'all be crazy.
Here's a good one. A British man becomes first person to successfully swim across the Hoover Dam.
What?
Yeah. This,
Why would you?
Really?
Why would you do that?
isn't that kind of a long swimming trek? Is that the right term?
Fuck
Trekking
that.
Yeah.
across the water. The Hoover Dam. It's
Like
huge.
death.
It's huge.
It's crazy that American hasn't done it before,
What? Just
considering Hoover Dam's in America.
Now, knowing that this is one of the top voted things on Reddit, that might become a thing now. Or
What,
unless
swimming
this is
across
like
the
one,
dam?
unless this is one of the first like reports about it, because there has to be an American that swam across it, right, and just hasn't said anything.
I
I'm
don't know.
sure.
You would think,
That
right?
person is crazy if that happened.
Jesus, the Hoover Dam.
That's an
Goddamn.
interesting one, right? That's interesting. I'll have to
The
look into that
Hoover
more.
Dam.
I'm gonna look into that more.
I'm gonna have to do some further studies.
Well, congrats for that British man for being accoladed
Right.
for it. You know.
I guess. Or
Here's a crazy post. It has 96 upvotes. It was submitted 4 months ago, so this is still a very top topic in What the
Wow.
Fuck News Reddit. Man reveals wife admitted to burying bodies in her yard on Facebook Live.
oh,
May have closed a 2002 murder case.
Jesus.
What the hell is wrong with people? Is she from Florida?
Does not say. Let me see what happens when I
Oh.
click on it, so I can get more of the report. There's a lot of edits.
Damn.
Lots of stuff going on.
hmm
Doesn't say where she's from.
Florida
No.
Man is the best superhero, Mel. You are right about that.
He does
Florida
a
man.
lot.
Florida man.
Sounds like a job for Florida man.
Oh, here's a funny one. Not really funny, I guess, but just the way it looks right here. If this is from the abcnews.go, a Maine man from Maine, not like a Maine man.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Okay,
Maine,
Maine.
a man from Maine. Okay, I'll reword
There you
it.
go.
A man from Maine gets prison, or goes to prison. It says gets prison. It's kind of weird. Goes to prison for beating a homeowner with a frying pan.
Cool.
It's
I thought that shit only happened in PUBG.
That guy probably plays PUBG.
Right? Probably has
Picked it up.
PTSD from like losing a match and just went out with the fucking frying pan and started beating the shit out of people.
You're like, no.
Damn.
Oh, here's another
Jesus.
selfie tourist. A selfie tourist taking a picture destroys 18th century Saint Michael statue in Lisbon.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, no way.
You can click
He's
on
an
it.
American guy.
Please no, please no, please no, please no, please no,
Dang,
please no,
fucking
please no.
This comes from The Traveler. Brazilian tourist visiting Portugal,
Ooh.
so Americans are safe right now. He destroyed a priceless 18th century statue at the National Museum of Ancient Art while trying to take a selfie.
Great. That's
Museum
just
director
people suck.
Antonio Felipe has one theory about the unnamed person. They never released his info. Was able to knock over a
Okay.
statue without anybody noticing in time.
he's like, I'm gonna
Really?
get away with this.
So he knocks it
Probably
over and he probably
cross
just
it.
walking out like it was nothing.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, it's something I would do.
Anybody would try doing that if like they
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
feel like they were getting caught or anything. I think they would just try to walk out.
Nobody saw me. It's like being at the freaking grocery store and you like knock over something like a
Right.
stand. You're like,
Right.
shit, nobody sees, and you're like, what happened? What
Hey,
happened here?
what?
Look at that! Look at that!
The hell happened here?
I didn't do it.
Come on now.
Just knock it over. Knocking it over, and you're like, oh, I wonder who did that. That's
There's another one
Some
from a
shit.
year ago. A topless selfie student crashes into Texas police car.
Yes, Texas. Here we go.
And knowing that it's a topless selfie student, it has to be a female. Right?
Yeah.
Why would that be in the description? At all.
I don't know.
What's
'Cause
up with
if
all
it
these
was a dude
selfie people
shirtless, it
destroying
would've-
shit, dude?
Yeah. I know. I was gonna say selfie people are 0 for 3 in this podcast right now.
A lot of sad asses.
I think
Literally.
selfies should just be the sad ass of the week.
To be honest, that might you actually take the fucking cake. Considering so far we got 2 in jail, 1 crashing into a police car, and another one destroying 18th century art.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think we can all say that selfies are
mhm.
dangerous, people.
Don't take selfies.
Don't do it.
We'll just start a campaign. Hashtag
No
cast
selfies.
against selfies.
No selfies.
No dink selfies. Just come out with like this ad. Do you selfie?
Right.
Do you stand
Is
next
this
to
you?
priceless statues
Yeah.
and memorabilia and just take selfies? And you feel like you're
You ever
not
drop-
close enough
Yeah.
to these things, and you just knock it over? Do you take selfies
You
while
just
you're
drop
driving
it.
and run into police cars?
Do
Or
you
do you
drop
take
your
selfies?
Do you
Drop your
the ball?
pants. Take.
In front of
But
fucking
selfies-
cultural World Heritage places.
If you do any of these things, stop now.
Are you just an asshole?
There you go. There's the
You-
tagline.
Are you just an asshole that takes selfies?
Asshole.
If you are, stop now. You could become
Please stop.
arrested for doing this shit. If you don't believe me, find out here. There's all kinds of news articles where people are destroying faceless property and defacing cultural fucking areas.
Temples.
Oh no.
like-
Look what you're
Yeah,
doing
son
around
of a-
you. You're destroying
Right.
the world around you with your selfies.
With your
So you could post them
fucking
for 5
shit.
minutes, and it could just sit there and rot in your phone.
If
Like
you
I could
ever-
see the butt selfie guys. I mean, they actually were like doing something about taking butt selfies everywhere. But the dude who broke 18th century art, what are you gonna do with that fucking selfie? You're just gonna fucking post it on your Instagram, and that's it. Like now, nobody can do that. So thanks.
Nobody
You
can
ruined
fucking
it
do
for
that.
everybody.
I wasn't going to take a picture with that 18th century statue, but I would like to have the
I would've, like,
option.
Yeah, man.
Thank
Maybe
you.
I wanted to. I didn't, but maybe I did.
Way to go, Brazil.
Fucking
I'm sure that's
Brazil.
what they say about America, but it's okay. Yeah, so
Dude,
I'm sure now all these
Reddit
places
is
are gonna
so
be like no
crazy.
cell. They're good. Yeah, all these places now are gonna be like no cell phones.
Oh, here's another
Mm.
Florida post. Cheesy garlic
Oh.
knots spark brawl at a Florida pizzeria.
Those are my cheesy garlic.
How
Comes
come
from the
that
New
one
York
doesn't
Post.
surprise me?
Those are mine.
Let me see.
Oh no.
In Palm Coast, Florida, a brawl broke out at a Florida pizzeria after an order of garlic knots arrived with cheese on top.
And he was like, no.
The county police reported a 25-year-old Jessica, I'm not going to say her last name, demanded her money back late Friday and was angered when the clerk put her money on the counter in what the county considered a disrespectful manner.
Oh hell
That's what
no.
she told the police.
She has not worked in customer service. She's not worked
Mm.
behind a cashier or freaking cash register before. Great tell. Anybody who's done that, I mean, that to me, I feel like I've worked behind registers before, and like I feel like that's kind of just like the only small victory you could get
Yeah.
without actually getting in trouble is like putting the money down on the table or on the fucking counter for them to get it. Like, it's not rude, it's not disrespectful. It's more of like, hey, you're not gonna respect me. I don't have to hand this into your hand. Especially if they
Right.
don't hand you the money. Like, oh, it was always like they throw the money on the counter. So I
Mhm.
put it back on the counter, and then they
Mhm.
get all mad, and I'm like, well.
So
How could
according
you start
to the Daytona Beach News Journal report, 3 men then stormed into the Palm Coast Pizza and knocked a fax machine and cash register off of a counter. They then threw food and pizza boxes everywhere.
Wow.
Oh my
They
god.
then
wow.
left before deputies arrived, but someone at the restaurant identified them. Deputies soon tracked them down and arrested them.
Good.
They were
No one
charged
shows
with
worth-
burglary
Yeah,
and criminal mischief.
good. Or like no destruction of like private property kind of thing. Jesus.
None of that. They were charged with the
My god.
mischief and
I hope it was
burglary.
worth it.
What did they steal? It didn't say anything what they did, but what did they steal?
She probably didn't pay for those garlic knots. Probably just took the fuck off with them. She was like, that was
I didn't
her
want-
whole distraction. She was like, what? You're disrespecting me, blah, blah, blah. And she just grabbed it and took off running. She's like, go in there and start a mess. My
Not
3
my
friends.
garlic knots.
That way they don't realize that I just took off with the garlic knots.
This doesn't say it's from Florida, but has 42 upvotes. Alligator eats burglary suspect who hid in a lake from deputies.
Alligator what?
Alligator
Oh my god.
eats a burglar suspect who hid in a lake from deputies.
What a dumbass.
Oh my god, Florida.
I'm just disappointed.
Me too. Like it's just getting to the point where it's just like, well, I guess. It all sounds like satire news. Remember the
Mhm.
Onion? And now everybody
Oh,
like
yeah.
goes to the Onion now for news.
Yep.
Because yeah, so it was like because now every single news source says stuff like this, like alligator eats man while running from cops. You know, that sounds like something you'd like read in like a kids show or
Yeah.
some kind of fucking fiction novel. But you know, our fiction novel is called Florida, so
It's
I'm gonna have
nonfiction.
to-
Dude, here's another
It's
selfie fucking thing. There's an
Yes.
online craze that urges people to take a selfie with dead bodies.
Oh,
What?
I've seen
This
that
is an
before,
article
yeah.
from the UK.
Like,
Yeah.
Now
okay,
that's something I could get on board with.
Can you elaborate that, like, or like with like their dead relatives or something? Like
It
at a
doesn't
funeral
say
kind of
that
thing?
in the on the text portion, but they're taking selfies with dead bodies for cash. Like there's this
Oh, cool.
girl, it shows this image of a girl taking a picture next to a casket. It's a
With
little
the
much.
body inside.
Yeah.
Who's paying money for this?
Right?
How's this girl making money?
Right?
That is disturbing beyond disturbing. Holy shit.
Holy
now,
shit.
This is what the fuck news on Reddit. Who knows if any of this
Yeah.
shit's accurate? But it is quote unquote news. What the fuck news?
Right. So, I mean, to be honest, though, I mean, we live in a day and age where anything here is possible.
Right.
Like, Like I've seen like a thing about people taking selfies with like their sick relatives in the hospital. Like
Yeah, I've
like
seen that too.
dead bodies. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
We do not condone this at the Dincast. We don't condone selfies in any way. Dead people selfies or butt selfies. I mean, we're just we need to start campaigning against this.
we gotta do something
Jesus.
about this.
Lobby to your congressman.
This
Yeah,
is an
call your
article
Congress-
from MSN from 2 years ago. This is how much upvoted some of these things are. This is from 2
Jesus.
years ago. A Hong Kong man who salted and cooked parents, doesn't say which parents or who, I'm guessing his, was jailed for
I would
life.
assume it has to be his. Cool.
Oh my god, he salted them. Was he gonna eat them?
Yeah, dude, it says Hong Kong man who salted and cooked parents jailed for life.
Maybe they just misspelled
Good
assaulted.
God.
This comes from the MSN News. A Hong Kong man who killed, dismembered, salted, and cooked his parents was sent to prison for life. He was found guilty of a double murder.
Jeez.
Jesus. Fucking Dave, though. Good God.
This was back in 2013, so his conviction didn't happen until 2015.
Which is surprising. I felt like that should have been like an open shut case.
For real.
Right?
God. I mean,
The heads of
earlier, I think in-
65-year-old Chow and his wife were found in March of 2013 in 2 fridges in a blood-stained
Nice.
apartment, days after the elderly couple were reported missing. Other
and it's your
remains
elderly
were
parents,
found in a
too.
rubbish bin and packed into lunch boxes with rice.
Jeez.
Oh my God. Like, what the hell is going on? Humanity lost. Faith
Jeez.
gone.
Humanity lost. Humanity zero.
Oh God. Wow. I mean,
The man that murdered his parents said that he had a partner with him, but it doesn't say if there was another person who was also convicted of murder.
Mm-hmm.
good God,
Wow.
people. I mean,
People are
like, I
fucking
can afford
crazy.
lunch, but I'm not that desperate for
We're
packing.
just fucking insane, dude.
Like, the gross thing about it is, like, he's saving them for later, too. Like,
Dude, he
ugh.
packed it with rice, dude. He was getting ready to
Like,
chow
he made a
down.
lunch. Holy snap. He was fucking, he was going to town on that.
Dude,
Oh,
he
yeah.
was
How do
ready.
you- Oh, God.
That's
That is
insane.
disgusting. And it's your own parents. Like, come on, man. And they're elderly.
Come on, man.
Like, literally, like, people kill their parents for fucking insurance money. And you're going to kill them for, like, fucking lunch for the week?
Why not? You wouldn't? Just kidding.
You wouldn't?
No.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Jeez.
You would salt your parents up, huh? Get that 3-day brine going?
Talk about a salty situation, right, guys?
Oh, oh, God. Like what Dave said, he's like, maybe they just misspelled assaulted. Like,
Yeah.
oh.
He
'Cause
salted.
when you read that, yeah, when you read back the headline, it's like Hong Kong man like murders and salts. It could have been murder, assaults, cooks. What else did he do? Like gourmet prepare them, fucking dice them up julienne style. I don't know. But
Fucking
Good
Asian
God.
version of Hannibal Lecter.
oh my God, write the script, Tiny.
Do it.
We got it.
Practically written for us.
Oh, right? Just keep looking up what the fuck news, and we could probably make a good, crazy movie.
hmm
The what the fuck movie?
Oh,
What
we'll just
the
call it
fuck
WTF.
What the fuck movie?
What the fuck? The movie.
Starring these fucking people.
Starring
Doing what the fuck things.
Starring Florida Man. The Hong Kong Hannibal Lecter. Butt Selfie Twins. And Jessica, bitch who stole the garlic knots.
I think I like the little segment of like what the fuck news. Adds a
That's
little bit
good.
of different.
This one was
So this is
good.
pretty cool to talk about. Just different fucking
Right.
shit. So I think the
actually
next
get some actual news that is like You know,
Fucking
something
stupid
relevant
crazy.
to,
Yeah.
you know, and then now, yeah, and then get a segment on news that is just like completely off the wall, a hard left turn into the horrible human psyche.
Right.
Good God. Well, I like this segment. We should just keep this segment. This is a good
Mhm.
one.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
So I think the next thing before we talk about our other segment that I want to start, which is called Conspiracy Thursdays, I want to talk about some gag gifts that you would give to people for Christmas. And to help you out, I did put a link in the Discord chat. So if you wanted to look at different things to get like an idea, you can. But there's actually some funny freaking things in there.
Heck
Gag
yeah,
gifts, huh?
dude.
Gag gifts all the way.
All the way.
Like one of the funny ones that I like is putting a voice activated sticker on different things, like after you're done washing your hands in the bathroom and you have freaking the air dryers, slapping on a voice activated sticker on that bad boy and like watching people talk to that bitch and see if it turns on.
That'd be insane.
I mean, it's not really a gag gift like for Christmas per se, unless like you're giving it to somebody to do it. But that's just funny to do.
Oh, hell yeah. It's like when people put like voice activated printer. It's like just say print. And there's people like standing there being like print, print,
Print. Print!
print. Oh god. I was looking at the one that says this company sends movie TV spoiler text messages to your friends or enemies. I was like, the next level of petty people. I'm gonna keep that on. I'm gonna bookmark this.
You can send a dog pooping calendar to your friends, family, and your enemies. Each month has a different dog shitting on your life.
Oh, cool. Now that's what I need.
Whew.
Like, there's a picture,
Pooping dog
and it
calendars.
shows like this shepherd-looking dog just taking a massive shit on somebody's lawn.
Nice.
Oh man.
Here's something that I would like to do. You can send somebody a frame a friend kit, which sends random evidence to anybody that you send this to, making them think that you or they have committed a crime.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a picture of it and it shows like a bloody glove, like a phone, and pictures and all kinds of shit.
Jesus.
Yeah, so you
For just
just
$43.29, kids.
yeah, it's $43 fucking
send your
dollars, but it's
friends.
still fucking funny.
You can fucking give your friends PTSD.
Here's a fucked up one. You can give somebody a fake pregnancy test.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
So when they go to pee on it says pregnant, they can either be really fucking happy with it or they could be really fucking scared, which is fucked up in both situations. But
Yeah. Okay, like it'd be funny to see somebody be like, "Oh my god, I'm pregnant." Like, oh.
Could you
but
imagine if they were
If
happy?
you do that, yes. If they were
Oh
like, "Oh
my
my
God.
god, God, that would be you are the worst."
That would
That's
be the worst
person.
fucking. Because I mean, if they're scared and you'd be like, "No, it's just a joke." I mean, that's a relief.
They'll be like, "Oh,
But
thank
if-
God," you know,
If
like,
they're happy and you're like, "Oh, it's a joke,"
oh,
oh, that would be bad,
no more
Yeah,
friends
that
for
would be
you.
good.
Yeah, you're
right?
you're
That
not a-
that just
yeah.
ends a friendship right there.
Oh God.
It was so bad. For
Oh,
$10, you can send somebody a really shitty coffee bag. And the coffee grounds inside of it tastes like shit. Maybe not
Oh,
literal, but it tastes bad. It's bad tasting coffee. So if you want to send somebody some
Shit
bad
coffee.
tasting
Oh,
fucking
okay.
coffee, you can send them a bag for $10. It's called really shit coffee.
really shitty coffee.
Oh
That-
God,
that's-
wow, that'd work.
That would be cool.
You can also send people $50,000 in movie prop money. Shit looks
Oh,
legit as hell. Could you
Oh,
imagine
damn,
just
that would be
sending like a
nice.
big old brick of fucking money? Just a
mhm.
bunch of $100 bills. And people are freaking out and they go to buy something. Like,
It's
nope.
fake, or yeah,
Can't.
right. You like send it to somebody and they like call up and quit their job.
Right? Oh,
They
it's
go to
so
like buy
funny.
a car and they're like, "This is all fake money, dude." You're like, "What? No shit." But here's a gag.
Oh,
Well, it's
shit.
not really. I don't see it as a gag gift. I see it as something we can totally use. But giant red solo cups for playing giant beer pong or giant flip cup.
Yes.
I could
That's
get in
cool.
on that. Yeah, I was like, so there's not just gag gifts on
Eric
this thing,
Cannon,
guys.
thank you for hosting the stream, buddy. We appreciate you.
Oh,
Woo woo woo.
it's our first host,
That is our first host. Thank you, Carrot.
Carrot.
You are
Carrot Cannon.
a true
Mad shout out.
gentleman.
You
You
son
are
of
true
a
Dingus
gentleman.
of the Dank.
Yeah.
Oh, so Dank. I love the freaking animation for it.
Yeah. Fight the
It's
power.
amazing.
We appreciate you, Carrot. We
Thank you,
appreciate
sir.
you. Thank you.
Dilly
Thank you
dilly.
so much. Dilly dilly.
Dilly. That's gonna have to be another emote. Dilly
I think our first emote has to be your bueno. Bit
Oh my
emoji
god,
thing.
can you put that up?
Yeah, give me a second. You guys can move on
Okay.
to other gag gifts if you like. I'm gonna go try to get this.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Well, here's something that might actually be helpful for some people. They're called shittens. They're disposable mitten-shaped moist wipes, so you can wipe with a mitt.
Nice.
So, yeah, right? I mean,
That'd
Jesus.
be pretty cool.
What is it?
Oh my god. There's also
Now,
a
that's something I
filming...
can get in on.
There's also a filming porn quiet on set door hanger that you could buy. Or maybe
Nice.
just buy it and stick on somebody's fucking door or something. Oh, you're giving me too many thoughts, Tiny.
This just opens up a lot of like what you can send people that is totally fucked up. Which brings me a thing. There's a company somewhere, and I don't know what they're called, but you can send people a bag of dicks, gummies, candy, all kinds of shit. It's just a bunch of dicks.
A whole bunch of dicks.
Yeah.
So
Well, if I can
someone's like, "This
find
is a
that,
bag of dicks."
I'll post the freaking link in there so you could check it out. But yeah, you could send somebody, anybody, an enemy, a friend, a family member, your fucking parents, I don't care. Send them a bag of
Oh, it
dicks. Lighten up
looks
their
like
life.
I got-
Right? If somebody's
whole
acting
bag
like a
of
bag of
dicks.
dicks, yeah. If somebody's
And,
acting like a bag of
apparently
dicks,
it's a very
let 'em
like
know.
inconspicuous box that comes to your house. So it doesn't say where it comes from. And then you just open
Oh.
up and it's just dicks galore.
Bunch of dicks.
Just like, oh no.
Oh man.
You guys want to know
Ooh.
if we become affiliated in the next couple of weeks, this is going to be our first freaking emote once I get this open.
We should do a giveaway for a bag of dicks.
That is a
Hey
good
now.
one. I like that.
Okay. That's going in the starter kit with the
That
Rogue
is-
Energy. Whoever wins that, it's getting a bag of dicks.
Giveaway is going to include the Rogue Energy Starter Pack. Just to clarify what that is, you get a blender cup, and you get 2 different flavors. They have berry, they have pink lemonade. Both of them are really freaking good. So that's the
Yeah.
starter pack that we are putting into the giveaway once we hit about 50 followers.
You know y'all want it.
And also included,
super-
because David made this a very good idea, is going to be a bag of dicks.
Yes. As if that wasn't incentive enough for you.
Right?
Here's a bag of dicks.
Here's a bag of dicks.
Oh man. But that first email, I think it's gonna be great.
Right?
Oh,
Mute
yep,
myself
see?
real quick.
No, Carmela, she likes it too. She's voicing her opinion. She's like, do it. Son of a bitch, though. I mean, these gag gifts. I mean, for you poor people on Christmas like myself.
I got something you can gag on.
Here's our first emote, guys.
Oh,
It is the
bueno.
Oscar in his bueno stance.
In my bueno stance. That's me with my hair down, kids.
That is
Me
Oscar.
with my hair down.
See that
That's a rare
little
sight to see.
little cartoon character at the bottom right? That's Oscar.
That's
Throw that guy's hair down,
bueno.
and he grows a thicker mustache. That's him saying bueno.
This is me
Bueno.
saying
So
bueno.
if you like
Yes.
this stream, it's bueno.
It's bueno.
If
And
you
we're
like
gonna-
the giveaway, it's bueno.
If you want a
Yes.
bag of dicks, spam bueno in the chat.
It's bueno.
Bueno,
Yes,
bueno,
I cannot
bueno.
wait. Yeah, I cannot wait to get this. That'd be great
This
to
is
get
gonna
this
be
as
the
our first
first
emote.
freaking emote.
That'd be funny if we
So.
did like a bunch of different prizes on a giveaway. We didn't really say what it was. Somebody wins. They're like, well, what did I win? It's like, you won a whole bag of dicks.
Oh, yes. That's what we're gonna
Just
do.
A bunch of people going nuts.
If we have like
I was like,
hundreds
what?
of followers one day, every like Thursday we'll just do a giveaway. Be like, whoever's in the stream now, we're gonna pick one person and then
Pick one
we'll
person
pick
who's
them
gonna get a bag of frickin' dicks.
a
You're
bag
either
of
giving away rogue. You're either gonna get some rogue
Dankcast.
energy, or you're gonna get a bag of dicks. We'll flip a coin after we pick
Oh,
them.
we should pick two people. We'll pick two people, and one of you is gonna win that starter kit. One of you is gonna
Oh,
win a bag of dicks.
that
You
works.
won't know
You
until
just
it comes
flip
in
a
the
coin.
mail.
Somebody call it.
Oh, so many
Somebody
ideas.
call that shit.
Dicks.
Dicks, dicks, dicks.
All right, man. We're gonna flip for it. You call it in the air. What do you want? Floop. You flip it. The guy's all dicks. Rogue energy.
Broken energy.
Oh shit.
That's something that I feel like would happen. We'd be like, "Oh, you won. Which one do you want?" They'd be like, "I want the bag of dicks." Like, oh, okay. Here you go.
You want the whole bag? Yeah.
All of it?
Yeah, I want all of them.
Oh, okay. Like,
All right,
you
man,
don't
you
want
just-
the Rogue Energy Starter Kit? I mean, it's great. I mean, it's the best cognitive performance energy drink on the market.
But a bag of dicks is cool too.
But yeah, but that's true. That's pretty cognitive, I think.
All right, man. You just won. Do you want the bag of dicks or do you want the rogue energy?
I am
Your
putting
dicks
a
got balls?
poll in our chat, or it's not really on the chat. You keep clicking on the screen. Hopefully, it's up there, but you can pick. The question is: bag of dicks or rogue energy? And your poll options are dicks or I'm tired, man. Need that energy.
Exactly.
I need to change my gamer tag to a bag of dicks.
And see, when you get drafted, they could be like, Luminosity Gaming.
Luminosity
Picks.
Gaming in the
A bag
2018
of dicks.
esports draft picks. Bag of dicks.
Back. Oh, and it rhymes. Oh, I love it.
Totally works.
LG picks a bag of dicks.
Oh my gosh, my opportunity.
Bow, 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 bow.
Love the tune. Shit's bueno, kids. Shit's bueno.
It's bueno. So
Bueno.
keep shouting us out. Be like Carrot. Host us if you can, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Why
You know,
can't everybody
follow
be
us
like
on
Carrot?
Twitter. Right, exactly. So
He's
far,
good
Carrot's
for the
number
eyes?
one. Yeah.
He's good for the eyes and he's good on the eyes.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh shit! I almost fell over.
Oh, see, look what you're doing, him, Carrot.
Wacha, wacha, cha.
You're sweeping Dave off his feet.
Doing all of that shit.
Yes, so freaking follow us here at Twitch, follow us at Twitter, check us out at Castbox, check us out at YouTube. We're growing, people.
Help me buy a new pair of pants.
Daddy needs a new pair of pants, so if you'd like to
Daddy
donate,
needs a new-
get that 50 followers.
Daddy needs a new pair of pants.
I think y'all just need is a new bag of dicks.
Now I could do something with this bag of dicks here.
You know what those dicks means? You know what that means? That means it's bueno.
Bueno.
So Spam it.
Spam in the chat.
Oh,
There
I
she
can't
go.
wait to see that spammed.
Bueno.
What, dicks?
More bueno, kids.
Oh, bueno. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Bueno. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Is that what you're thinking?
What?
That's
Is
totally
that
what I
what
was.
you're thinking?
Yeah, 100%.
Scrutinize you. Look at my eyes. Look at my half glazed eyes, Dave.
Look at my
my
eye
hand
twitching.
is not. My hand is not shaking.
Why are there two of you?
What are the two of you?
Whoa! I'm not fighting two guys.
What you doing? Get that shit
Oh,
right.
man. Yes.
So that is totally good gag gif and a totally good giveaway is a bag of dicks. If you guys have
Yep.
any other gag gifs that you think would be funny to send to people,
Oh my god, yeah.
Let us
or any
know.
We all
what the
know-
fuck news. Send that
We
to
all know
us.
at least one person that would enjoy a bag of dicks. So
mellow.
mellow. Damn. Call him out.
Dang.
I didn't say that.
He's
Mellow.
still
I
here.
didn't say that.
Mellow, are you still in
I
the
think
chat,
he
man?
is.
I hope you are, because
His
This was,
name's still.
in the
His
random
name's still
giveaway,
on
I
the
hope
list.
you win the bag of dicks.
You
I'm
can
gonna
show
send
the
you a
wealth.
card with that shit too.
Can you imagine that going through customs in fucking Canada? Like, what's in here? They're like, it's a bag of dicks. They're like, what? They're like, look, yeah.
It's a guy named
swear.
Johnson.
It's a bag of Johnson, sir.
It's a bag of Johnson, sir. Johnson!
Johnson, get those Johnsons out of here.
What's in
It's
that
a bunch
box?
of Johnsons.
It's a bunch of Peter!
It's a waiter.
It's a waiter!
Mallow says nay, but I think you want to
No.
say yay.
It's
Yeah.
okay, Mallow.
I think you meant to put a Y instead of an N.
You would love to get the first one. You would love to get the first bag of dicks from the Dingcast.
Don't even lie,
Who
Mello.
would not?
In 20
We'll
years,
sign
when
it.
we're big
We'll
and
sign
when
the
we're like-
bag.
in 20 years, when we're the biggest podcast on the platform, you'll be like, I won that first bag of dicks.
Yeah, you
That
know
was
the
me.
bag of dicks giveaway they do every month? They're like, I was the one that got the first one.
Yeah, right? See, Mellow, when we get huge, you're gonna be thankful for those bag of dicks.
I still have that bag unopened.
I think we need to maybe buy one before it like just dies out.
We're gonna have to see what's up with
Get
this
on
bag.
that. Because it's going to somebody.
I'm gonna have to see what's up.
I have to get that shit going.
So yes,
Yeah,
Road to Affiliate giveaway. You guys gonna,
it's now officially
it's gonna be
updated.
great.
We are on road to becoming an affiliate with Twitch if we hit 50 followers by the 12th of December. And we still need quite a bit of followers, but we appreciate all of the retweets, all the shout-outs, all the
Exactly.
follows. So if you need to
All the
type
lives.
get more people
Yeah,
in here,
Yes,
And
I need to get
you will get that
Yeah.
rogue energy and a bag of dicks.
and a bag of dicks, kids. Tell your kids, tell your wife.
Because we out here with a bag of dicks.
Come on.
We out here with a bag of dicks.
You know you want it.
No, you want that bag. So I think we can move on from this. Are we all good with that?
Yeah, good emo, good new giveaway.
Great emote.
All coming together. Very bueno.
Very,
It's all
very
coming
bueno.
together. It's all happening.
So I think
It's all, just like I dreamed, guys. A bag of dicks and me as an emo. I love it.
and it's all bueno.
everything.
And it's always
Everything I've
been
ever
bueno.
wanted.
Alrighty. So I guess we'll move on.
Mhm.
We'll
Let's
move
do
on
it.
to our conspiracy of the day, or conspiracy on Thursday. And,
Conspiracy
this is an old conspiracy. Well, there's a lot about it, but we wanted to talk about the JFK assassination because certain files were released to the public. Not all, but some.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of wanted to go over the different types of conspiracy theories regarding the
actually-
Kennedy assassination.
I actually haven't gone through that. So
Ooh.
Mhm.
Oh, wait a.
So when
Sit
did they
down and
get
buckle
released?
up,
They
Dave.
got released like the 27th of
October.
October, something like that. It was
Yes.
late October, so don't quote me on the date. So there were
Yeah.
files that were never released to the public when JFK was assassinated or months after his assassination. There was nothing ever released about it.
Mhm.
But now in 2017 of October, President Donald Trump released some of the files out to the public. And it sparked new theories, new conspiracies about what actually happened on that day. Was it truly
lot.
just Lee Harvey Oswald, or was there other people, organizations involved in this? What do you guys think?
It's, you know, I read quite a bit on it too after you told me for Thursday's conspiracies.
Uh-huh.
You know, like you said, it's one of the oldest. They consider it the grandfather of all conspiracy theories.
Mhm.
You know, like at the time, you know, the only really conspiracy theories that were, you know, out there is, of course, there was a second shooter because you know, it all comes back to the magic bullet theory that one bullet killed JFK and struck that other senator that was in front of him.
Mhm.
You know, like they just said that the trajectory on that bullet had to be like, you know, you could not freaking fathom that kind of trajectory coming off of a bullet.
Mhm.
But
Right.
somebody, yes,
Uh-oh. think we
with
just
an
got cut
umbrella,
off a bit.
and
We're back.
Yeah,
we're
we
back.
did.
Okay, cool. We're back.
oh, we back. Okay. So there was a man standing in the crowd with an umbrella, but a lot of people say like it was very odd because it was a clear sunny day, like clear warm sunny day, so they don't know why he had an umbrella. But at the same time, it's like people use umbrellas for the sun anyway.
hmm
So that one doesn't really, I'm not too sure about that one. But I'll
Should
come
I
back
read
to
the different types of conspiracy theories then that were surrounded by the
Yes.
assassination? Okay, so there were
Yes.
quite a bit of them because there's usually like one or two, maybe even three. This one had quite a
Mhm.
bit. So the allegations of the evidence being covered up by the government, that's one of them.
Right.
The allegations of witness tampering, intimidations, and
Mhm.
foul play.
Yep.
Evidence suppression, tampering, and fabrication. There were allegations of multiple gunmen because of the number of shots and where
Mhm.
these shots were taking place. There was a conspiracy about Oswald's marksmanship. The allegations of other conspirators, one of them being Howard Hunt. There's also the conspiracy thing about Lyndon B. Johnson being he was involved in it somehow. There was a conspiracy, I just said the CIA, other military, Cuba, just a lot of different
Right.
governments, not in America, that were involved with this. But
Right.
I think one of the biggest ones that hit the public was the Lyndon B. Johnson being part of this assassination attempt.
Right. Right.
Right.
Not attempt, sorry, didn't mean to say that. So what do you guys think?
That one always comes back to me, Lyndon B. Johnson, as we had was talking to you earlier about it.
Mhm.
The other one that I kind of feel, the whole grassy knoll thing. You guys like heard about that? How there was that woman on the grassy knoll
Yeah.
taking
Yeah.
pictures, and they can't find her now, and they can't find the pictures, that she took.
Yeah.
But there was an officer there that day that said he heard gunshots coming from the grassy knoll, and as he ran to there was a man with a gun, and when he went up to him, the guy was like, "I'm Secret Service," and he showed him a badge, and the guy didn't like sit there and inspect the badge. He was like freaking out with everybody else, trying to find the shooter.
Mhm.
And when he reported that, they went with the story. I guess they came to work with the Secret Service and asked them about it, and the Secret Service had claimed that there was nobody in that section by that grassy knoll. So
Mhm.
that one kind of throws me through a little bit.
Mhm.
I
Surely.
feel like those might be the two. Yeah, because and I've heard about the Fidel Castro thing and Cuba, of course, but there was a lot of with those the evidence coming out later. I guess they released some documents in 1993, and then they released more this year.
Yeah.
And I think the ones that this year helped debunk the Cuba theory because there was actual evidence that Fidel Castro was worried of retaliation from America. So they don't believe that he would have hired or he would have constructed an assassination attempt because he was already had there was the Cuban War going on, the Cuban Missile Crisis, that whole shit was going on at the time. And so I don't think there was evidence saying that he is afraid of retaliation of America, of course, because America's such a big country and Cuba's not. So I think to me, I feel like that's probably one that could be debunked after these new files had came out. But I would say my money would be bet on the Lyndon B. Johnson or the second shooter in the grassy knoll.
Yeah, so you've seen that video of Lyndon B. Johnson after he was notified that the president was assassinated. There's no emotion to this man. It's just
Right,
it's just like another thing that happens in his life, and that's what makes it really weird. And then that's why he's part of that conspiracy theory. It's like you should be freaking out at this point because
That's your successor,
you're
yeah.
now getting sworn in as president of the United States.
Right.
Under a very
predecessor
trying
dies,
time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
in a trying time. And see, but that's the thing about it too is that's why they believe it's a government cover up because JFK was kind of wanting to change a lot of things in America,
Yeah.
and a lot of them say that they had to silence him somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be horrible, I'm
Yep.
not saying I believe it, but at the same time, if that was true, that's some fucking shit. But yeah, the fact that you're not showing emotion when almost everybody in the country, like people said stories of like they heard it in their car as they're driving and they had to pull off the road because they were crying so hard.
Right.
Yep.
And you would think somebody who was so close to him and somebody that was his successor, like Lyndon B. Johnson, would probably have had like some kind of shock. So that I like that theory too, like how you said with that video. I mean, that kind of I feel like there's when it comes to the human emotion, there's only so much you can hide, and the fact that you're not showing emotion during some kind of trying time, I think that says a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Agree. Completely agree. It's crazy.
It's very sad. I mean, my parents say he was one of the best presidents ever. And who knows what could have happened if JFK was able to fulfill his entire term. But I don't know. I hope because, of course, not a lot of files were released. Donald Trump did release, a majority of the ones that kept getting blocked by past presidents because I guess people kept lobbying for those files to get released and presidents would just block it.
Yeah.
And so Donald Trump said he wouldn't block it. But, of course, the CIA and the FBI still get to determine what files can get declassified, I guess.
That's why only a certain amount of the files were released to the public.
Right. And the files that are released that might have something, they're blacked out. So, like, it's still like, it does, like how you say, it causes more theories to come out.
It does.
And it feels like this wild goose chase is just getting wilder.
It's because a case that was supposed to be solved when they captured Oswald, it will never be completely answered as to why this all happened. So it's always a case that was never freaking closed.
Exactly, and a lot of people don't believe that Lee Harvey Oswald was his killer.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just seemed like, because I had read too, right afterwards, like, the minute they captured him, they already had started discrediting him as like a foreign terrorist, like a American who kind of made ties with another country.
He said that he made ties with Russia because he was living there at one point.
Right, and seeing like they were even talking about his military career, and he's like he was a failure in everything, every endeavor he made, he failed at. He failed to, desensitize. There was I think when he was in Russia, he was supposed to like desensitize an area that was like really like against Americanism and the whole Western civilization. That he failed at that, and I think they just the news reports that came out just it feels like they just wanted like the American people to just automatically hate him right away.
Yeah.
Like no second guesses, just being like, look at this guy, he's a traitor terrorist. And he failed in the army, and he never amounted to anything, and it's just like, that's kind of crazy when you think about stuff now, like when, all these horrible things about people shooting up each other, and then they start going back, well, okay, was he troubled? Let's see, how did his life go? And, trying to put a good, explanation to why they do these things. And then when it came to this, they're just like, nope, he sucks, he's horrible, he's bad.
It worse.
Like, just hate him. Yeah. Just don't question it, is what it seemed like.
Yeah.
Like, don't question who killed him. We know who killed him, and this is who he is.
Yeah. Well. What a conspiracy.
I like these theories.
Wow.
Yes, we're going to start picking one every week.
Yeah. It could be random.
Does it have to be just conspiracy theories, or could it just be like theories?
We could do
Thursday theories.
Yeah, we could do Thursday theories. It doesn't have to be a conspiracy.
Because when you had told me about doing a theory thing, I was like, oh, I totally have something that, it's a theory about this guy. But, well, I'll save that for next week, kids.
Yeah, we'll do theory Thursdays. That makes a lot more sense, so that we can add, like, other things in the mix, like TV shows, movies, games.
Oh, yeah, video game
It makes it broad. Makes it very broad.
It does. There you go. Okay,
So
I like that.
It makes it better. So if you guys have any theories that you guys would like us to talk about, you can tweet us on Twitter at Dank_cast. Don't forget to follow.
Follow us. Yes.
Don't forget to follow
on
us
YouTube.
here on
If you're
Twitch.
watching this on YouTube, put it down in the comments below.
All VODs
Yeah.
are uploaded to YouTube.
Subscribe button. Share us.
Mhm.
Yeah. Drunk Castbox.
Do it,
There's
guys.
a comment section in the Castbox.
Mm-hmm.
Write that down. Let me know. We check that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all day.
Dank all day.
Dank all day. Dank all day.
Guys, was that it for today?
11 segments, dude.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, we had some good ones.
some great talk today.
Real talk. Real talk.
It was pretty real.
It
We did get
was
pretty.
a lot of awesome
Yes.
news, a lot of crazy, but a lot of awesome news.
Man, yeah, we hit hard with all those crazy news stories. What the fuck news is gonna be probably one of my favorites.
Just random news that's going on in the
Oh
world.
man. Exactly. We'll always look up Florida Man, so don't worry, Mello.
Yep.
Florida
got that down.
man
We'll always look up Florida Man.
up in the swamp. Is it a gator?
Mhm.
No.
It's Florida man.
It's
He's
Florida
being eaten
man.
by the gate pub.
Oh
The
god.
gate to ate him. Yeah, while he
Oh,
was
God, no.
running away
And
from
his
police.
psychic, Gator Boy.
Gator boy.
Gator boy. Garlic
Gator
knot
boy.
girl. She'll
Oh,
steal
so
your
good.
garlic
Gator
knots.
boy.
Yeah, stealing your garlic knots will get your ass kicked.
And then she'll bring her like boyfriend and her two brothers to come in and trash her restaurant. So
You guys got garlic nuts? Yes. Fuck this place up. Let's go.
they're like, "Do you put cheese on them?" They're like, "Yeah." They're like, "Fuck this shit."
Yeah, fuck this place.
Kind of garlic knots has fucking cheese on it. The fuck are you doing here?
I'm like, "That's the best kind of garlic knots, man. Garlic knots
Man, what the
didn't
hell?
have cheese.
What
I'd be
the hell
concerned."
kind of garlic nuts you been eating without cheese?
Need some cheese on my life.
Yeah, that's probably why they
Some cheese
freaked
on my
out.
garlic.
You ain't eating enough cheese.
Could you put some cheese on that for me?
You put some cheese on that?
Mhm.
Come on now.
Mess me up with some
Have
cheese.
you guys ever heard of cheese? Because I want some of that
Mhm.
Some cheese.
on a board.
Yeah, I'm sure if you go to like
Nothing but
Wisconsin, like
cheese on a
everything comes
board.
with cheese.
Yep.
Yep,
These hoes ain't nothing but cheese on a board.
on a board.
Cheese on a board. All right, boys.
Well,
I think
Well.
we killed it today.
Good,
we killed
Good
it
show.
today. It's a good show.
good show, sports. Old chap.
Hip hip cheerio.
Hip, hip, hip. Right on, guys.
Yeah,
Well,
it was great.
we'd like to thank everybody for joining us. Thank
Thanks
you
for the
to
host, Dylan.
Carrot
Yes,
for hosting
Carrot.
us, brother. You were awesome. You were
Yeah.
a true gentleman, gents.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Mellow.
everybody viewing.
Mellow
Appreciate
with
all
the
of
yellow.
you. You're gonna be
Keeping it
rating
mellow.
another podcast going on right now. They're called Nerd Out
Woohoo.
Studios. So check them
You gonna
out.
host them or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna host them right now.
Yes.
So we will talk to you guys on Tuesday.
Yeah. Tell them the Dankcast sent you, kids.
We'll talk to you guys on
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Stay dank,
Bye.
y'all.
Bye.
Bye now.